Hey, thanks for joining me again. We're gonna focus on arms and core today. So let's warm up for a little bit. I always advise that you work these in with something else. Maybe you went on a walk before, maybe you just danced around your room like a weirdo like I do. So go ahead and bring your feet right underneath your hips. Tuck your pelvis, roll your shoulders back, palms open, come into your Tadasana. Deep breath in, filling up that belly. Exhale it out your mouth, letting everything go. Inhale. Exhale, let everything go. Inhale. This time holding your breath at the top. Slight restriction to your breath. Exhale out your nose. We're going to start playing, rocking back and forth on your feet. If you want to look here first to see what I'm doing, I'm going to reach through my hands, opening my shoulder blades, pulling them in, rounding my back, bringing my belly button in. Exhale, opening it up, squeezing my elbows together, opening up my chest, lifting my gaze upward. Inhale, open up. Exhale. You can bend your knees as much as you want. We're just warming up the spine. Start to let the body get into it. Moving with your breath. Come back into your Tadasana. Lift your hands up over your head. Exhale, hinging at your hips. Forward fold, bend those knees to meet that chest as much as you need. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, and go ahead and walk forward, coming into your plank position. So go ahead and get aligned. You really want to be up on those tippy toes, strong through those feet, strong with your legs, creating that straight back, pushing through your hands, pushing through your fingertips. Your feet are hip width apart or wider, if that's what feels best to you. And then you always have the option to drop your arms to your forearms if that feels more attainable. We're just holding here for 3. Belly button in, gaze forward on your mat. Deep breaths. 2. 1. Inhale. On your exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. You can pedal out here, fan those hands out. Thumbs are guiding. Feel that length between your shoulder blades. Exhale. Come up on your tippy toes and roll through your vertebrae until you're plank. Bending your knees, turbocharged. Hips high, roll forward. Pushing through those palms. Your hands, your wrists are right underneath those shoulders, and your gaze is going to follow your neck. So you're behind, looking behind you when you're turbocharging, then coming up and looking towards the top of your mat. 2 more times here. Come back into your plank here. We're going to tap our left hand to our right shoulder. Try to stabilize yourself and then switch sides. So you're really strong in those legs. Try to limit how much you waver back and forth, and then you're just slowly tapping the opposite shoulder. 3, 3, 2, I know, 2, 1, 1, push back into your downward facing dog. Ooh. Go ahead and roll forward, drop those knees down, and then we're going to bring our forearms down. You're going to intertwine your fingers if you want it, and then we're going to bring those wrists out because we want those shoulders and those elbows still aligned in this movement. So, or you can just bring it right out, your hands fan towards the front. You choose what feels good, and then we're going to tuck your toes, and you're going to bring it up into a dolphin pose. So you can walk your tippy toes forward, hips high, and then we're going to walk back. coming into a forearm plank. Come up, tippy toe into your dolphin. Take a breath. Go ahead and walk it back down into your forearm plank. Make sure your gaze goes where it's supposed to be done, not staying in the old pose. One more here. Tippy toe up. Exhale, tippy toe back. Go ahead and bring your right elbow so it's parallel with the front of your mat. You're gonna stack your feet or put your left foot in front or drop that back knee. So just make sure that you're feeling that in those side obliques, lifting up that right oblique or your glute. Come into a position that feels good to you. You can bring your hand up when you're ready, and then you're gonna pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that left arm, bring it all the way around. You're coming all the way to the left side. Take whatever position you want on this side that feels right. Bring the obliques in, the glute in, shoulders over that elbow. And then we're gonna bring our hand up or wherever you want, maybe on your hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your right arm, come back to that right side. Find the position, maybe you change it this time if it feels too much. 5, 4, 3, 2. Remember, sure that shoulder's right over that elbow. 1. Bend the left arm, bring it over, parallel with your mat. Take whatever adjustments you need. Bring those glutes in too with the obliques. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center into your forearm plank. Come up to your high plank. Bend your knees. Come into a tabletop. So your knees are right aligned with your hips. You're going to bring your hands in a little more narrow this time, or a lot narrow. So you can almost touch your thumbs if you want. Bring those elbows in so that the inside of your elbows are pointing towards the front of the mat. Fanning your hands out again, and then squeezing those elbows in. We're just going to take some dips here, pushing through. This gets in your triceps and your chest. Gaze is forward. Slow and controlled pushing up. 5, 4, exhale on the way up. 3, 2, abs are in. 1, lower ribs are in. So you're gonna come to a dip, bending those knees not quite, or elbows not quite till 90 degrees, and we're just gonna take a pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up, sit back in those heels. Your chest is gonna go top of those thighs, so you're in a child's pose here. Take a breath in. Slide forward so you're on your forearms again, and then we're gonna step back so you're in your forearm plank, and we're gonna bring our knees in. 10. Pushing through those heels. 9. Bring it in with your lower abs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back into your forearm plank. Holding, bringing those ribs up and in, belly button up and in, gazing towards the top of your mat. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Go ahead and sit back in those heels again. Take a breath. You're gonna come over into that left forearm. So drop your hips this time. And then bring your feet together. And kind of align your hips with your upper body. So your knees might come out in front a little more. That's okay. And then we're gonna bring ourselves up into this half plank. And you're gonna bring it back down, not resting, but tapping. 5, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and push your feet together. We're going to open up those thighs. Option, if you want to bring your knees over in front of you a little more, whatever feels right, but push your hips forward when you do that. Come up, pushing through those feet. Adjust yourself when you need it to get so your shoulders still over that elbow, and you're really feeling that on your side obliques. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and come back to center. We're going to come onto our knees again. Make that diamond. Bring those hips right over those knees, and then bring those elbows in and press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, look forward, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that right elbow down parallel, get adjusted, and then we're gonna bring those hips back and up. So you're gonna bring those obliques up, bring those glutes up, you got your knees down. Squeezing at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pushing your feet together, we're gonna open up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower yourself, come back to center. You have the option to stay down and just come into forearm plank if you're feeling like it's too much. If not, please come into your plank, pushing through your fingertips, creating that section with your palm. Your shoulders are right over your wrists. Come back into this plank. Holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and drop your knees, or not if you want to do a full push-up, bringing those elbows in tight like a chaturanga, looking forward, chest coming forward, push up. Can come to just 90 degrees or a little bit lower, squeezing it in tight. Breathing. 5, 4, 3, look forward, 2, 1, push up and sit all the way back, this time on your heels, and then come forward, push up all the way back on your heels. 3, belly button in, 2, heart forward, 1, hold in that bend, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and push back again. Take a breath. You have an option to bring your hands to your heels here, maybe pushing up around your back, and then intertwine your fingers, opening up your chest and sitting back on your heels. Breathing, looking up, roll those shoulders down. Inhaling your biceps by your ears. Exhale, come forward. Go ahead and come down to your forearms. You have your elbows right over your shoulders here. Tuck those toes and push yourself back into your dolphin pose. Tippy toe up, tippy toe down into your forearm plank. When you're coming down in that forearm plank, make sure you have a good space here. Your belly button's in, your lower ribs are in, your gaze is forward. Come back up. 4, 3, hips high, come back to your forearm plank, dolphin, 2, 1, back into your dolphin, back into your forearm plank, and then go ahead and tap your knees if you have it in you. Tap, push back through those heels. Gaze forward, chest forward. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower yourself all the way down. Woo. Go ahead and come into your cobra pose. So you're bringing your shoulders away from your ears, hands out wide. Find the tops of your feet. You're engaging that lower body to support you in this movement. So exhale, let it down to your mat. Inhale, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Maybe you can bring up your hands. Exhale, let it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Maybe this time you bring your feet with you. Your option here to intertwine your fingers, opening up your chest a little more. Take some breaths in this pose or wherever you are. Exhale, go ahead and let it down the mat. Bring your hands where they were before in your baby cobra. Tee out this right arm. Bring that heel to your glute on the left side, and then gently push yourself over, stretching out that right chest. You have the option here to do one leg, or if you want it feels good, bring up that other leg. Getting a little deeper in there. I definitely feel that. One more breath here. On your exhale, unwind yourself, let yourself come back to the center. Place your right hand by your shoulder, tee out your left arm, bring that right leg into the glute, roll yourself over, opening up that chest. Bring that left leg up if you want it. If it feels like too much, just stay with the one leg. Such a good stretch. Take those deep breaths. Roll back to center. Push yourself up. Sit back in your heels. Bring those toes wide. Or your toes together and your knees wide, excuse me. Stretch to those fingertips. Let those glutes come in towards your heels a little more as you exhale, and your fingertips come out a little further away from you, stretching those obliques. Slowly rise up. Thank you for coming to the mat today. Short, sweet. Feel free to add this to any of your workouts and you will definitely feel the results quickly. Have a great day.